Okay, having a bit of a job steering this thing into a bit of a swell here, so I'm having to positively correct the whole time, but it's handling the bump fairly well. Quite pleased with it so far. We're about 25 minutes into the journey. Hang on, got to correct going around the circle. 30 minutes in, bit of an easterly swell here. Not terribly uncomfortable. A lot of ways quite pleasant. Boats everywhere. So about 30 minutes out. Probably done 2 miles or more. And very pleasant indeed, just cruising up the Mersey shore. At this rate, I think I would probably expect to get round the island in about 4 hours. Bear in mind I'm stemming the tide and I'm also stemming the wind as well, so it's knocking my speed right down, but I'm still doing about 4 or 5 miles an hour I think at the moment. I'm up on the 4th setting and holding fairly steady at 13 volts, so pretty pleased with this so far. It's a lonely life. Well, bottom of Kingsland Beach, just to zoom in on the houses there. Where are we? There we are. A few people on the beach. For 39 minutes since we left. Everything seems to be going fine. Still got 13 volts thereabouts in the battery. Difficult to steer and side onto the swell there. Not very nice. Watch what I'm doing, I suppose. See, quite busy down the beach. Thoroughly pleasant day. Chop all the time. I'll just see if I can get one over the bow so you can get some kind of idea what it's like. It's a bit bumpy. Let's see, it's about 18 inches, something like that. A little boat like this, that's getting quite a lot, but it's okay, it's handling it quite well. Okay, just having a little go flat out now. Seems to be holding steady at 12.7. Obviously a lot of slam now. Seems to be coping quite well, pushing through the water even against quite a swell. At 4 or 5 miles an hour, I guess. You can see it's quite bumpy. Nothing to be frightened of really. Quite easily get around the island, I would suspect. Just want to try and sap those batteries a little bit, just to see how quick I can build them up, because obviously I can self-sustain at 3 or 4, but giving it big guns, I just want to see how quickly it recovers again. So I'm going to run it at 5 for probably about 10 minutes or so, and then see how many minutes it takes to get back up to the magic 12.913 that seems to be the quiescent. We're about 47 minutes, 48 minutes out, just coming up to the Two Sugars, a local institution, tea and coffee and pouring. I was going to go ashore and get an ice cream, but I think it's a little bit swelly on the shore there and I'd have to drag it up, which I don't really want to do, so probably going to head up towards the beacon up ahead. I don't know if you can see it or not. Once I get there I'll probably turn around and start heading back towards the heart again. Fairly pleased that it copes this well against the wind and tide. Okay, still going head to wind, 5th throttle setting. You can see the sea there, probably a foot, maybe a little bit more than that, getting a bit gnarly for this little boat. I'd press on obviously if I was going around the island race. We've got about 15, I'd say 18 miles an hour of wind. Going to press up here just a little bit more up by the sandbar and then turn around and then head back and get a cup of tea on the end of the causeway, I think, before going up the street. Very, very pleased with this. I've been knocking away on 5 for about 5 minutes or more. Doesn't seem to be dramatically impacting the battery, and I can see how long it takes to recover afterwards. Got water aboard, which is quite exciting. Okay, so I just turned around. As you can see, that's quite a swell behind us there. It's probably 2 foot, 2'6", and it's a nasty short sea as well. Look at that one there. Much more pleasant going this way, and I've found out, of course, that the boat does weight shift now, which is great, so I don't have to touch the tiller unless I'm going head to sea. Lots of people having a lovely time on the beach, just off, sorry, zoomed the wrong way, just off Sea View. I hold her steady, too zoomed in, that's better. So there's Sea View Calf, and you can see the tide's quite well out, but it should be flooding. Probably had an hour of flood now, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back into West Mersey Quarters. Actually, I might go off and then come in through the main fleet over there. That might be a good choice because I'm sort of rolling down the sea rather than going directly into it, and I'll get to see a few more people. I think I'm going to sink, so a bit rolly like that, but never mind. Just coming up to the hour now, so scurvy starting to set in. Plenty of water up the front there, look. Just coming in the main Mersey Channel now. Hopping along nicely on the 4 setting after that big gun of probably 10 minutes of flat out, which I can't sustain on the battery. It's recovered extremely well, and we're up to 12.8. I expect within 5 to 10 minutes I'll be back up to the 13 again, back onto the 100% charge. Coming down in nicely now with the wind behind us and also the tide assist, so probably making 5 miles an hour or something like that at the moment, which is very pleasing. So just coming into the quarters now. Pretty light crossing. Slide onto the swell, pretty comfortable, and plenty of weight shifting now. Some of my friends coming in their racing boats. How far are we in? Can't see. That's the boat I usually sail on. Interesting to challenge them for rights. I'm not sure who's got the rights here. They're sailing, and I guess I'm sailing too, so let's just get this on video, shall we? Not bad, not bad. See worse. So, hour and a half in. Rather unsurprisingly, fully charged batteries. Been out in the swell a bit where I couldn't do any filming. Very, very pleased with the way everything's performing. Just coming up past the packing shed. Starting to get a little bit uncomfortable sat on the floor, so I want to have to think about that a little bit for the around the island, but that seems to be the only downside at the moment. See the tide pushing up on the mud there. I'm going to have to stop now, otherwise I'm going to run this buoy down. Right, first bit of calm I've seen for about an hour and a half now. As you can see, pushing nicely up the creek. I've got both hands free now because I can weight shift steer. Weight shift steering's pretty easy, you just lean the way you want to. Or in this case you do. See, lean to the right, she comes to the left. Lean to the left, round she comes to the right. Might take a little while to do it, but nevertheless it works. Chugging along. I've been on speed number 4 out of 5 now for well over an hour, and I'm still on that magic 12.9, 13 volts. So I'm just not depleting the battery at all, which is really what I would hope. May have to make a correction in a minute. It's getting blown over the south shore there. Apart from that, it's good. There we are, loads of chip eaters on the end of the causeway. Only on 3 setting, hammering up here. So, just corrective steering. A couple of hours into the journey now. And still doing okay. I can deplete the battery on those higher settings, but just happy to boodle along on the 3 setting, which is more than enough to sustain and pretty much go anywhere I want, whenever I want. See Yacht Club launch. Gotta watch where I'm going. Right, about 2 hours 10 minutes in, just heading up the Stru, going past Simmons's caravan site. Just met a few people on boats and said hello to them. It's just pushing around, so I need to make a correction. I can do that and keep videoing. Not easily, I don't think. Battery's still bang up there in 13 volts. Tons of sunshine. No reason why I shouldn't be able to do this for another 6-8 hours, I would have thought. Just steer back again. So most pleasing. Let's see if I can get up the street. I don't think there's enough water there, so I'll probably end up coming back again just to have a look at the cars up there. Good fun, beautiful day. So 2 hours 10 minutes or 2 hours 15 minutes thereabouts into the journey. Still running pure solar. Colloquially known as the monstrosity. There she is. 2 dogs is Bronte. Quite like it, it's nice diving boat. Coming up the point actually. It's starting to get a bit narrow now. Okay, so I don't know whether you can see that, we're drawing mud now, so I've had to turn round. Right onto the shore, which I don't like particularly. Now I'm going to have to go off to the stern. Just pulling her off. It was hard ashore on that shore. Okay, let's get over this side where it's more comfortable. Standing up, which is a bit precarious, but my legs are aching a bit. Okay, let's get back to business again then. As you can see, not a lot of water up here, to be honest. Came out a bit early, I should have left it another hour, but never mind. Won't make it to the Stru today. Absolutely beautiful, not a soul inside. Just the creek all to myself. A few egrets feeding up there. And really an absolutely beautiful day. Still 12.8, 12.9, even after I've been gunning it for a little while. So basically battery untouched from the time I left. Great stuff. Right, getting close to the 3 hours that I'd set myself a target for. Adjusting the rudder, it won't stay straight because I'm going into about 20 mile an hour of breeze. So coming back from the Strood here, stemming the tide, stemming the wind, doing rather nicely for itself actually. Gust there. Just put it up to 4 because I wasn't making much headway there. Certainly got some way on now. The steering seems a lot better as well. It's this sort of subtle balance between the third setting and the fourth setting. The fourth setting I can't sustain, the third one I can, but it's okay. You can juggle between the two of them. Things work out rather well. Like I say, just coming up to the 3 hours, I'm about half a mile away from where I'm going to stick her back on the trailer. So when I do, I'll speak to you then. Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to need that centre plate in there. It's quite annoying sat here having to positively correct the whole time. It may just be because I'm going stem into a bit of an easterly here. As you can see, it's a little bit frumpy, but nothing particularly frightening. There's New Orleans, and we're 26 minutes into the journey, just waiting for the battery to come up, running at 12.9, which is what I left with. So I've got out here so far for absolutely nothing, which is what you would expect.